Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. We are celebrating this month of Advent with ease. We look forward to enjoying family meals every night that are easy to prepare and delightful to eat. When we aren't cooking, we're creating little things for the home, whether it's adding to our Jessie tree, a few more stitches on a blanket, or just settling in with a good book and music. I invite you to join me in celebrating this special time full of faith and hope. So let's put on our aprons and get into the kitchen. I'm SB and this is SB Living. Once or twice a week, I get a break from cooking and we get to enjoy my father-in-law's special dishes. Don't get me wrong, I love to cook and bake and do all the things, but I won't deny an opportunity to enjoy a meal that I can't make as good as him. My father-in-law lives with us, and even though he is about to be 91, he still cooks Sunday dinner for us as well as another pot of food during the week. He is Jamaican, so that means we enjoy a menu of rice and peas, plantains, oxtails, curry goat, curry chicken, stew beef and kidney beans like you see here, or soup with dumplings and vegetables. Though I try to make my best to learn how to make these dishes, I know that it will never be the same, and so as long as he is able to cook, we lovingly accept these meals. When I need an easy dinner, I try to think of anything that I can put on a baking tray and pop it into the oven. Roast chicken thighs is a favorite, and you can prepare it in so many ways. This particular night, I went with a combination of spices, some adobo, cumin, paprika, turmeric, ginger, salt, and pepper. Getting all the parts of the chicken coated is important, especially under the skin, so that each bite is full of flavor. For the cauliflower, I like to keep the florets whole, especially when roasting them, so that they don't disintegrate too much when cooking. They are big enough for everyone to get 1 or 2 florets each in their plate. We season it simply with salt and pepper and oil, and as you can see here, my oldest daughter is beginning to learn the basics, so trust that these preparations really are as simple as they can be. Since the cauliflower is pretty simple, I like to arrange them with some fresh greens like the spinach. It's already tossed with some dressing. Takes care of the 2-veg rule I like to maintain for all of our meals. One of the first things I learned how to cook was pasta, pretty typical in my Italian household growing up, and so for this night I'm teaching my oldest the basics. We're making a fresh marinara sauce with tomatoes and peppers, and then pan frying some shrimp with our very own lemon. This is a perfect dish for Advent, light, fresh, and a change from meat to fish. We typically enjoy fish or vegetarian meals on Fridays throughout the year, but during Advent it takes on even more meaning. The whole month is a time of anticipation and reflection, so when we prepare these kinds of meat-free meals, they are another reminder to pause and say a little prayer of thanks. When I make sauce from fresh tomatoes, I make sure I also add in another vegetable, just to bulk it up. Adding peppers increases the sweetness of the sauce, so if you haven't cooked up this combination yet, I highly recommend it. There's only 2 ways I make shrimp: in the pan with lots of garlic and lemon, or in the oven with breadcrumbs. We grew our first Meyer lemon of the season recently, and I'm making good use of it for this shrimp. But first, I need to warm the garlic through in some butter and oil with some oregano before adding the shrimp and a squeeze of that lemon. During the work week, my mornings begin sometime between 4:30 and 5 a.m. and always with a cup of coffee and some quiet Bible time. The weekends, a bit later in the morning of course, but it's actually pretty nice starting the day before the sun comes up. During Advent, like other special times of the year, I keep up with a Bible study that spans the month. Since discovering Ascension Press, I've followed their Advent studies and it has been so inspiring. This time around, I swapped the books for the audio version of their app, mostly because I get to prepare for the mornings while I listen to it. Whether it's 20 minutes or 5 minutes like these little meditations are, it's becoming something I can't do without each day. I'll share the link in the description below for you to check out. A comfy breakfast is so nice in the winter, and French toast is right at the top of the list. It's also a great beginner recipe for children to learn. They get to see how basic ingredients like eggs and milk and butter come together, and all of it is prepared in a single bowl, messy hands required. We always have a loaf of wheat bread in the house, but feel free to use any spongy bread. Brioche or challah bread is especially nice. Paired with some fruit and a sprinkling of sugar, this breakfast can set the tone for a calm and cozy winter weekend. Click the next video on the screen or the playlist underneath it for more content like this one, and even better, subscribe, like, and hit the bell. See you next time.